Today, I'm going to be showing you guys exactly how to make a simple stasis chamber, like the three behind me, into an inescapable trap on the Donut SMP. So, if you guys have any stasis chambers that you want to trap them, so like, maybe you have Dr. Donut stasis, that'd be pretty cool. But say you have a stasis and you want to trap him, we're going to show you guys exactly how to make this chamber into a trap that they cannot escape, and you're going to get all their loot, and you're going to easily kill them. You won't even have to do much. So yeah, me and Slasher here are going to show you guys exactly how to build it. So let's just get straight into the video.
Yep.
Also, one more quick thing. If you have somebody's pearl already and you just want to trap it, if their pearl is just in there, you can still build the trap. They don't have to like put it in after. If you just have a stasis like this, you can fully trap it already. So yeah, let's just build it now. Alright, so the first step is to just RTP like we just did. So now these are all the materials that you're going to need. You're going to make sure that this diamond sword you have has sweeping edge 3, but you also want to make sure it doesn't have fire aspect, or else it'll light the armor stand on fire and it'll break it. And then you're just going to need all this stuff. The anvils, you can get 3 or 4 stacks if you want to be safe. If it's somebody in like netherite or maybe a streamer, you can get more anvils. And then you're just going to need 2 shulkers of minecarts with chests. And then one last thing that we have in every trap video we've made is you have to fill up an order. So I filled up Slasher's order. I filled up his entire order with melons. If you're doing one person, you're probably going to need maybe around, you can just fill it to like 10,000 melons just to be safe. So yeah, you're just going to fill one of your friends up, or have a friend fill your order up full of just melon slices. This isn't completely necessary because it'll probably catch the person off guard with this trap. But if you really want to be safe, like I said, if it's somebody in netherite, then you can get that to be extra safe. So now we can basically show you how to build the entire trap.
And also, Quacko forgot to mention it, but also on the sword, try to have sharpness 5 or sharpness 4 like what we have, just so you can do a little bit of extra damage with the sword. But it's alright, because they're probably going to die to the anvils anyway.
Yeah. Alright, so this is probably the stasis chamber that you have built. We put it in the air, but you can do this underground. So this is probably the stasis chamber that you have that you're trying to trap. If you haven't made one yet, you can just make one. It has to be like 7 blocks, 7 full blocks of water, and then a soul sand, and then you can just throw your pearl in it. So first, as always, you're just going to start by placing the honey block with your slab on top of it, and now you're just going to build up around it with a little bit of glass. You want to place this honey block so you can't jump fully when you're on it, and you also can't break the wooden slab fast enough. So now you're just going to build up like this. So next, we are going to place a block here, and we're going to grab all these minecarts with chests. I'm just going to put this here as a temporary block. Thank you. So now you're just going to place your rail here, and you're going to, I'm going to surround this. You're going to put all your minecarts on here. On the first layer, you're only going to really need around 5 or 6 minecarts, because it's not going to matter too much on the bottom layer. So I'm just going to put a couple more on this one. Now, after I do this, you can break this block, and just like that, you can do the second layer of minecarts. So the second layer of the minecarts is what matters the most. So I'm just going to use the rest of my inventory, which was basically the rest of the shulker, just to fill up this second layer. So I'll be back when I finish putting all these minecarts in this layer. Okay, we had to move the stasis up 1 block, because now that I finished the minecarts, the second layer with just tons of minecarts, you have to place a block here, and now you're just going to drop some of these armor stands. Wait, can I not put this here?
Just place them on the wall.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah,
oh, alright, bet. So you just put tons of these in here, like 15 is probably enough. You're also going to need one right here, so put a armor stand right here, make sure you don't forget that. So now you're just going to put like 15 or so armor stands in there. And this is so they can't pearl through the gap when they're in the minecarts. And now you're just going to want to place one more layer of minecarts. You're not going to need too many on the third layer either. More than the first layer, but you're not going to need as much as the second layer. So we're just going to put like maybe 10 on there. You could do probably a couple less, but just going to shove all of these down there. That probably should be good. So now I'm just going to break this. Those will drop. So now the basic killing part of the trap is pretty much finished. So you can now fill all of this in. You can
And
fill
place
this up to the
sign right
stasis
here.
too. Yeah, you have to have a sign
Make sure
here.
to place the sign below the.
Yeah, so this is so the water doesn't drop into it and they can't swim out. So yeah, you cannot forget this. If you don't have that, this won't work. So now you're gonna fill all this glass in, except for the one in front. I accidentally did it. So you're gonna leave this here so you can break the soul sand when the pearl's in it so it drops. So now we can break all this and move on to the top part. One thing that I kind of messed up that you can fix to make this a bit easier, you have to move this glass down. I broke the block there, but you're gonna want to break the sides like this so that you can break the soul sand much easier. Alright, so now let's just go up to the stasis. Okay, so now we are back at the top of the trap. We can just build out a bigger area. So this is basically the stasis that you guys most likely already have built and finished. So now all you're gonna have to do to get this trap to start working is you're gonna have to convince a player to put their pearl in there, unless you already have somebody's pearl. So yeah, say this is gonna be your base and you build this whole trap underneath. So you're just gonna get your teammate or enemy or whoever you want to trap. You're gonna get them to throw the pearl straight into the stasis. So yeah, we could make this into like a base if we wanted, and then we can convince somebody and make them think it's your base. So then they put their pearl straight into the trap. Alright, so now that we've built pretty much all the trap, there's one last step. This is always the last step. So make sure it's above the water block. You're going to want to build up however tall your base is. You're going to want to build up with quartz or netherrack. So this is so you can insta-mine it. So you're going to make it above the water, and then you're just going to go up all the way with your anvils. Normally 2 stacks is enough, but if they have netherite and they are like really fast at toteming, then you can do 3 stacks of anvils. But for now, we're just going to use 2. Alright, I just finished placing all the anvils. Now I'm just going to go back to the bottom. Okay, now that I'm back here, now you're just going to make sure that you have a pickaxe, a diamond pickaxe, or netherite with like efficiency, so you can just insta-mine the quartz or netherrack, whatever block you have. So yeah, now, say this is your base, and this is like the roof. You're just going to convince somebody to basically put their pearl here, and then you are ready to use the trap. So let's get somebody as an example. Alright, well, we got our guinea pig to test the trap. One more thing though, if you have a trap door here, make sure you break it, because this is going to stop the anvils from falling into the water, so it'll land and get stuck on the trap door. So get rid of that. Alright, so now we're going to test the trap. So H2O edits, you can throw your pearl into the stasis. Alright, you can just leave that. Now you can just go RTP, go wherever you want, do whatever you want, and then we're gonna pull you and you'll be trapped in a minute.
If you are doing this solo, make sure that you break the anvils, jump down, break the soul sand, and hit the armor stand and drop melons if you want to. But since we have 2 people here, I'm gonna break the anvils and drop the melons, and Paco will break the soul sand and hit the armor stand.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So
let's go straight into it.
Yeah, you can easily do this with 1 person, and it's just as good. It's just with 2 people, it's a bit easier. So there's 2 of us, we might as well do it with both of us. So let's just do it. I'm gonna break this, drop them, and then, are you ready, Slasher?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's do it. So I'm gonna break this. The pearl is gonna drop into the trap. He's just gonna spawn in the trap already, and then I'm gonna hit this so he's in combat. And then he's gonna drop the melons and the anvils, and he's gonna die. So let's just do it. I'm gonna break it. 3, 2, 1.
I just drop the melons now.
So you see his pearl? It's falling. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. He's gonna spawn.
I didn't
Straight in
hit
the
the
trap.
thing.
Yo, what's up? So I just hit him. He's in combat now, and now he can't do anything now. And if you want, you can keep hitting this. You might be able to hit him a couple times. Yeah, I got the shards for it because I basically hit him in combat. And now we can just come here and pick up all of his loot. If you can get to it through all the melons. He didn't have anything. He just had totems, by the way, so I got his stuff. But yeah, so this is how you can trap any stasis, and it's pretty much impossible to escape. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure to share this video. I guess I don't know. I guess that's what people say. So also subscribe. No, I don't even care. Thanks for watching.
Subscribe.
Make sure. Yeah. Thanks to Slasher for helping, by the way. Yeah. Bye bye.